Hello everyone. In the previous classes we have already learnt about bubble sort and selection sort. In today's class we will learn about insertion sort. So as you have already seen, bubble sort and selection sort are very simple techniques where we have a list of elements and we just arrange them in order to get an ascending order or descending order elements. Here also in insertion sort we will have a list of elements. We are going to consider the array into two parts, sorted and unsorted array, and we are going to pick an element and insert it in appropriate position. So basically this is similar to the way we arrange cards, when we play cards, that is how we arrange the cards. So we pick an element, we pick a card and we are going to insert it in the appropriate position. So similar to that, here we will have an array of elements and the array is divided here into two parts. Okay, so we consider sorted and unsorted part. From initially sorted part will have only one element. Only the first element we will consider as the sorted part. So this is in pass 1. That is first time when you are executing. When the for loop is getting executed for the first time, there is only one element in the sorted part. And in unsorted part, you will have all the remaining elements. Okay, so this is in the initially when you are starting your algorithm, this is your assumption. All the remaining elements are considered to be in the unsorted part. One by one, we are going to consider elements from this unsorted part. We are going to consider the first element of unsorted part and we are going to put it in the appropriate position in the sorted place. So let me take with an example. So I will explain it by taking a sample input. So suppose I have 82. 42, then 49, 8, 25, then 20, 20, and how many elements? 6. So I'll take 36 and then 50. Okay, so I have taken 8 elements here. Initially, I am going to consider this as the sorted part. This is the sorted array and remaining these are all unsorted. Okay, so sorted array as only one element. All these are unsorted elements. Now I am going to take the first element over here, which is first element of unsorted part 42, and I will compare it with the elements present in the sorted array. So based on its value, I am going to place it in the appropriate position. Now see, 42 should come before 82, right? So we interchange these two positions. Okay, we interchange these two positions and then we are going to have the contents like this. 42 comes here, 82 comes here, and now this is going to be our sorted part and remaining is this elements which are not sorted. So now if you consider the first two elements, so this is sorted, right? So this is your sorted part now. Now next you are going to consider the first element of unsorted part. Now I will start there are two ways, observe carefully, there are two ways of writing the algorithm. We will choose the second way of implementation because it is very easy to understand. Now very easy to implement. Okay, so now I'll take this 49, I should put it in the appropriate position in the sorted array where the elements are already arranged in a proper order. Now 49 is compared with 42. We keep comparing in the sequential order. When we get an element greater than the number to be inserted, we push all the elements from the end one position to the right so that we make space for this number to be shifted here. So after 42 is less than 49. So next element is 82, right? It is greater than 49. It is shifted one position to the right. So 82 comes here. 82 comes here, 49 goes here, and then this is 42. Now this is my sorted array. If you observe, the array is sorted. The first three elements are in the ascending order, right? Now the first three elements are in the ascending order. So this way, one by one, we are going to take an element, do the sequential search. Once we find an element that is greater from the last position, we are going to shift elements one position to the right until the number where we found the greater element. So we make a space over there and we fill in the smaller element that is supposed to be inserted. This is one way of doing it, but we are not going to implement that way in our program. So in our program, what we are going to do is, see, basically it is like this. Now here we have found we have a list of elements. Okay, say we have a list of elements like this, where I'm just taking a random example, not the continuation of the previous one. Suppose we have elements like this. I have 15, 20, 28, 32, 36, 48. Okay, next I have 25, then 35. Okay, so now see, this much is a sorted array, right? Now I have to put in this 25 in the appropriate position. So I have to see in this order where 25 should come. 25 should be inserted here, isn't it? So what we do is, all the elements we shift it to one position to the right. So 48 goes here, 36 comes here, 32 goes here, 28 goes here. Here I am going to put 25. Okay, that way 25 comes in between 20 and 28. Okay, so this is the logic of insertion sort. For this, what we are going to do is, instead of searching from this direction, think it in the reverse order. So if you are searching in this direction, okay, in the reverse order, that is, instead of starting from the beginning, if you are starting from end and going in this order. Now 48 is greater than 25. We know that this part is already sorted, right? The first part of the array is already sorted. We are taking the element from the first element of unsorted part only. So everything to the left is already sorted. So when whatever key element you are taking for insertion, to the left of it, it is already sorted. So you know that this number is greater, means it has to come to the right. Anyways, we are pushing it to the right now. So what we do is, as soon as I see a number greater, I keep pushing it to the right until I get a number which is lesser than this. Then in the next position, I am going to insert the key element. So here what I will do is, 25 is a number to be inserted. I will take key element as 25. Okay, now I'll compare what is the previous element with key element. It is 48, so I'm copying 48 in this position. Next I'll compare what is the previous element, that is 36. It is also greater than 25, that is copy to next element. Then I have 32, that is also greater than 35, copy to next element. Then 28 is greater than 25, so copy to next element. Now 20 is less than 25, so in the next position, means until this number it is already shifted one position to the right. So that's why see, I have two copies of this. Now when I find a lesser number, in the next position I am going to put this key element. Okay, so we are going to start searching from the previous position of the key element. As long as we get a smaller element, we keep copying every number to its right by one position. Once we get a smaller element, see, this is a smaller element, means position for this number is the next position. Okay, so here if I find smaller element, then I should insert this 25 in the next position. So that way we are inserting 25 in the appropriate position. Both are similar. In the first method we search from the beginning, in the last method, in the second method, we search from the end. Both the cases, the movement of data is same, and the positions of the key element inserted, they are also going to be the same. So now let's write program for the same and implement this. I have told you already to use that bubble sort or selection sort algorithms, because the overall program structure is going to be same. So I'm going to save this program as insertion.c. Okay, insertion sort.c. Now this is insertion sort algorithm. We will make changes here, only the loop changes. Initially we have some 10 as a size, and I'm asking so here I'll take it as key. Okay, and here enter the value for n, and whatever value we are entering for n, that many values are taken as input values. Now when I'm starting, I have to assume this as a sorted array, right? So we are going to assume initially first element is already sorted. So I'm going to take the index numbers of unsorted array only. So I'll start from 1, not from 0, because whatever is there in 0, since it is the only element, it is considered to be sorted already. Okay, so we start from the next element. So 42 is in the next position, which is position number 1. So our unsorted array starts from 1 and it is up to until last element. I have to keep comparing, so we will take it until n I plus plus. Okay, next j is equal to, now from where am I doing the comparison? I am starting doing the comparison from the previous position. So take this example here, 25 was in this position, so this was the number that needs to be inserted. So this will be value of I have to start comparing from this position. So j should be equal to I minus 1. And how long I need to compare? Until position number 0. So j should be greater than or equal to 0, and then we keep subtracting. And what should be the condition? If the number is greater, then we have to copy it to the next position. If it's not greater, we break the loop. Okay. So what we have to write here is j is equal to n minus j is equal to I minus 1, and j should be greater than equal to 0. Okay, and j minus minus is what we take here. And for every element I am going to consider, as soon as I get I equals to 1, we will consider key element as AI, capital AI. So this is going to be my key element, which is to be inserted in the appropriate position. And j is equal to I minus 1, j greater than equal to 0. We will check if A add j is greater than key element. So if it is greater, we have to keep copying it to the right position, right? So we are going to copy that to the right position. So a j plus 1 means in the next position I am going to copy it, aj. Observe here, we had taken these example numbers, right? So this was position number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So when I is 6, j will have I minus 1, means 5. And as long as it's greater than equal to 0, we are going to do the comparison and we move in the backward direction. So if aj, so this is going to be j. If aj is greater than ai, then I have to copy this to this position. So in position of ai, I am going to copy aj. This keeps continuing. Okay, aj plus 1 is equal to aj. So we are just moving it one position to the right. Okay, so once we move all the positions to the right, if it is not greater, else break. Once we come out of the loop, next is at position number j plus 1, we are going to insert the number because we are in the previous position, right? So aj plus 1 is equal to the key element. That's it. This is our loop for insertion sort. So let us compile the program. There are no errors. Now we will execute the program. Enter value for n. I'll give 8, the same values that I had given here for explanation. That same values I'll take. I'll give 82, 42, 49, 8, 25, 20, 36 and 50. So we have got the elements in the sorted order. We have 8, 20, 25, 36, 42, 49, 50 and 82. So basically what we do is, as I have explained here, we take an element from the first number, from position number 1. We don't consider position number 0. we consider position number 1, and from the previous element until the first element we keep moving backwards, and every element which is greater than this is shifted to the right side, and once we find an element less than that, means in the next position the key element should be present. So in the next position we are storing the key element. Very simple to understand and very easy to execute as well. Okay, so this is insertion sort. Okay, so if you have any doubts you can mention it in the comment section, or if you want us to do any specific Q&A kind of questions or anything, you can send to us. Our Telegram and WhatsApp group channel links are present here in the description. You can join them. You will get the complete programs also, and shortly, probably today or tomorrow, within today or tomorrow, you will be getting question answer kind of notes also for your exam preparation. So that's it for this video. In the next video we will see about merge sort. Okay, like the video if you have understood the concept well, and please mention your comments about the video. Your feedback is really important. Thanks for watching. See you in the next class. Bye bye.